Dr. Olson, I have a curriculum question. Thank you for your presentation tonight. In the fall, as families return to school, your teachers union president addressed her members, citing a lot of urgency around the November 2022 elections, and cited a call to the members of the Farmingdale Federation of Teachers to teach the truth. Teaching the truth is a pledge inspired by Howard Zinn, both an anarchist and a socialist. The pledge reads that I, as an educator, refuse to lie to my students about U.S. history and about current events. I see kind of a disconnect between that message to your teachers union from its president versus the curriculum, some sort of disconnect going on. How do you think, this is a national topic promoted by the American Federation of Teachers. It's not unique to Farmingdale, but in Farmingdale. What are some of your ideas to get your curriculum vision across between the disconnect coming from the leader of our educators? Thank you.
Good question. I wasn't involved. None of us were involved in any of those conversations. You seem to be more aware of those conversations than we are. We teach the curriculum that we are presenting here today. A lot of that stuff is now up and available on the website. We don't shy away from it. We don't hide it. If a parent has a question, we'll provide any number of individuals to be able to respond thoughtfully to whatever that parent's questions are. I would recommend that you go about it in that way. We're not taking an opinion or a stand on it. We know what we teach here in Farmingdale, and we can certainly speak on behalf of it in collaboration with our teachers.
Okay, I may recommend, if you're open to recommendations, that although you have a curriculum in mind, there is a national movement of this pledge, and you may want to be aware and start thinking of policies in place for, even though we have mostly wonderful educators, when individual educators, social workers, guidance counselors take it upon themselves to instruct a personal belief system outside your curriculum, to start thinking about policies to address that. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Matt Wilson, and I'm running for the Farmingdale Board of Education with my running mates Parsa Karimi and Barbara Aboud. In light of the nationwide growth of political bias in universities, in K-12 public education classrooms, and in the curriculum publishers they rely on, it's more important than ever that we need a Board of Education that will be clear that the Farmingdale classroom will be a place of rigorous academics to accommodate various learning styles. However, it will not be a place for personal activism, neither left-wing nor right-wing. We need a board that will choose digital subscriptions on our children's Chromebooks wisely, wary of publishers with political bias, and prudent to not spend tax dollars on publishers with political bias. We need a board that will believe in the right of parents to have a convenient channel to arbitrate examples of political activism in their own child's classroom. That is where their child is spending the majority of their day. The classrooms most likely susceptible to this sort of activism are social studies and health. However, families have brought to us examples in classes like English, mathematics, and more, especially within the Howitt Middle School. It is an exciting opportunity to relook at and improve our K-12 civics curriculum that has the chance to build a shared pride and identity in our children who are reverent of their shared past together and are inspired to build America's future together as our next great generation. Examples would include studying the exceptionalism of our nation that makes us so great and so different from the history of other countries, while of course acknowledging the problems that we have overcome as a nation. This should allow our students, who can rise to any occasion, to become scholars in Western civilization and scholars in United States history. This should help them study the failures and weaknesses of socialism by observing both ancient and modern forms of government. Our election is coming up on May 16th. These are trends you have seen throughout the country, and unfortunately, Farmingdale is no exception. Now is an important time to choose the future educational principles of the next great generation of our amazing country.